unlocked, unentered, unclosed, unopened. I am unseeming space, infinite sky untraveled, a mystery unto which I'm not to be unraveled. I am that to which the universe unfolds, yet I stay unchanged, my reality untold. That I am to which the universe unfolds.
Thank you. Very good. Okay. Namaste. Welcome everyone to Satsang today. And welcome also to our many friends who are joining us from various parts of the world to via broadcast so we can enjoy Satsang in real time. Big welcome. You're looking in through these cameras. So very, very big welcome to everybody. And nice to see some faces I've not seen for a while and many new faces also. Very good. Welcome. I hope really that most of you are a little bit familiar with the subject that we discuss, or rather maybe explore. discuss is not enough. I take it that there are many who have come because not to merely learn something new only, that can happen, but perhaps to come into a living experience or a direct recognition of our true being. And I don't have any great metaphysical exercises for you. I don't think it is required. You can start to make your way up if you want. I don't have any great spiritual gymnastics or nothing like that. Because it has been found that the subject discussed here is the most obvious, the most simple, the most beautiful. One that you don't need any outer tools for it. Everything that is required is right here with you. And that if truth is what you are seeking, many people have heard about the Buddha and Christ and the holy prophets and sages over many ages and times. They had bodies just like our bodies. They looked at the same sun, the same moon. And what they found, they didn't come back and tell you, oh, it's so difficult, it's so far away. They say, no. It is always here. And it is always inside your own heart. So therefore, every living being is a candidate for this freedom. It's only a question of urge, of timing. That if there is inside some pulse, some urge, some desire, then the rest becomes easy if your heart is open to this possibility. So, someone looks pretty urgent at the moment. Is it laughing or crying or both? This is. It doesn't matter. Taking this thing in there.
Sorry. Thank you. I try to, but
it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a question. It's only I want to tell you thank you.
You look like you're on fire or something. Usually when you see someone in this state, we say that we're never sorry for them. No, many people envy them actually. So, I want to be like that. I want to feel something so deeply, so powerfully, that I don't care how I look.
No, I don't want. I want only, it's.
She's not going to make sense at the moment.
No, I don't want to make sense.
Don't want to make sense, enough.
No, I don't want to understand. I don't want to know. It's like too much.
You must have found something better than that then. If you say, I don't want to know, because everybody wants to know, no? I don't want to know. Then you say, I don't want to understand. I don't want to understand. Many people say, oh, what I want to understand. But she said, no, I don't want to understand. I don't want to know. Hmm? So you must have found something better than knowledge and understanding. Hmm?
No, I didn't find anything.
You didn't find it? So you found nothing. That is better than knowledge and understanding. You graduate from the University of Nothingness. I know nothing. I don't want to know anything. Oh, that's good. But do you know that this is really, in our human cultured world, we look down on, no, we venerate knowledge so much, accumulate knowledge, spend many years studying for knowledge, you see. But actually, for one, we also venerate the sages and the saints of ages. But they also admit that we don't know anything. It said also, one of the wisest men, was he called Socrates or something? Was it him? He said, I don't know anything. They say, he's the wisest man in the world. He didn't say that. He said, I don't know anything at all. But some people say he's very much the wisest man. So the people who recognize him as wise must themselves be wise also. To recognize the wisdom of Socrates, who knows nothing, who doesn't want anything. But it's not the way that we normally think, with the mind. I know nothing, I know nothing. This is not something easy to explain. It is really, unexpectedly, it is a form of great maturity in a human being. One who has studied things, learned so much, and then now they put it away now. That's why I say you must have found something greater than knowledge, greater than understanding. And she said, I found nothing. I didn't find anything.
Because there is not a thing to find.
There is not any seeking.
There's
nothing,
something.
There's nothing, you see.
To find, It's not.
But you already. But this is already knowledge. You see. You see, because there's nothing to seek. Explain what is meant, because few people understand. Because you're saying now, I don't want to learn anything. I don't want to know anything. I said, why? Because there's nothing to seek. There's nothing to find. So then how did you come to that conclusion?
It's like it's already, I don't know, because sometimes it's clear to me that all is already here. Like there is nothing to. Everything is changing, but nothing is changing somehow. Like
everything is changing. Everything that has a form, has a name, it is subject to change.
Yeah.
Everything is changing.
Yeah, pass,
or
come
even if it's
and
not
go.
changing, you cannot keep an unbroken connection with it, because your own ability to engage with it, that is also changing. So everything is changing. And yet you say, but nothing, at the same time, nothing is changing.
Yeah, it's not a place, but where all this is changing, it's not changing. But it's not, the words are not good for...
I have to explain a little bit.
Like
Because you see, contrary to what many people would think, I don't want knowledge, I don't want knowledge, I don't want understanding, I know nothing at all. Sounds like a very desperate thing. for many people. But yet, you are not a fool. Far from it. Maybe a fool also knows nothing. But you're not a fool, because as we listen a bit more clearly, more deeply, you're finding that she's already been through looking at some things and found that whatever it is that we are running after in the world, but you cannot keep it. It's all going. Whatever we are chasing, whatever we are trying to have, you cannot keep. Because even this body that you need to enjoy the things you are looking for, even this body you cannot keep also. So something is looking, but then what is it all about? Do we spend, if we live for 30, 40, 50 years, do we spend this 40, 50 years chasing things that you cannot keep? They're momentary, see? And some people have looked, they say, but it's true. You know? Can you relive yesterday? Can you relive yesterday? Apart from memory. And even memory cannot bring it back. It can only simulate something.
And also memory is changing. If you try to remember something, you remember differently every time. So it's...
Even memory is not reliable. Our own private little Google. Even this is not a reliable thing. Because our moods are shaping memory also. So maybe we're coming to see a little bit why she's rejecting these things. Well, I don't want it. It's all nothing, because at the end of the day, it's like clouds. They just vaporize.
And sometimes ago, I told you this, that I was like keeping this little effort to not identify with which I'm not. And then the day after I told you this, the mind, I don't know, the mind, anyway, this effort I cannot do anymore. So I was completely sticky with everything, like emotions and events, and not able anymore to observe. It seems to that I could not observe what everything was confused.
Yes. But you observe confusion, no? Or not?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Too much confusion.
You observe too much confusion.
I know now that it's like I don't know, like I can remember, but during it was very
yes.
And
you were aware of it, even if you could not understand what it is. You are aware of it. That there is some energy inside the body and it's restless and nothing. Something is aware of it.
Yeah.
And in the place where you are aware even of this, you may find that something is quite okay about it.
Something is okay,
yes.
But something. What I would like to get. I mean to. Abandon. There is something, I guess, who keep on this play. You know,
the play continue.
Yeah.
Only because there's an audience for the play.
Yeah.
The actors will not go on the stage until the audience is seated.
Yeah. I was like very much. Experiencing this,
yes.
That something was very.
But why don't you, in all of these things, don't you also look at the place? Are you not looking from a place where nothing is going on also? This is very important, you see. When you hear about this, great discovery, great depths of seeing and experiencing, it is because of this, that you come to that place where you're looking from a place where nothing is happening. It's not a place of events. There's no journalist there. Total equanimity, total peace, total serenity, you see. For the events, you must go to your mind. Your mind is always writing some story, telling something. Even the body is not telling any story. It just functions. But mind is busy telling a lot of stories.
Yeah. Interpreting and judging and
Yeah, but can it do it by itself? Can your mind do all these things? Does it work for itself? Is the mind self-employed? Who does the mind work for? This one you must find out. Have you ever seen a mind in the corner working something out by itself? No, you see the sense of a person who is troubled by their mind. Then you have to find out what is going on, because it seems everywhere this thing is happening. People seem to be molested by their mind. Your mind troubles you more than any enemy can trouble you. Okay? So we know the mind comes in the form of, some judgment and some guilt or whatever it is that it comes, the fear of rejection and all of this and the stories and all of this. But the one who is troubled by it is what? It has to be the one who is identified with it. If you identify yourself only personally, then the mind loves the person, because the person is a playground for the mind, for the psychological mind. They go together.
But it seems that it cannot. It's a question, I guess. How?
And can I say something? I interrupt you. See, do you need to go through all of this? Huh? Because the very attempt to get is giving a reality to something that is not like that. Your self is not disturbed. Your real self doesn't need to work out all this stuff. Sometimes the mind itself is taking this posture, like, it's kind of working it out and it's contemplating, and it's all rubbish.
So, yes, because, okay. It's only, okay.
Yeah. It is true. Sometimes we are like that. We're so much going, and then what happens when this happens? And I can see, yes, and squeezing around the corner, and shh, don't wake up the mind. Don't wake up the mind. Oh. I said, what is this? It's rubbish. It's nothing. What is nothing? Why you make such hard work out of your life? Your life is such a simple thing. So I don't believe anybody. we make a lot of things up. And if nobody catch you, you keep making it up more and more. And volumes of delusion. And we can make it seem really spicy. And wow, that's your mind. You want to listen to my mind? You have a copyright also on the mind. That's it.
Yeah.
Huh?
I love you.
I love you too. Yes. Huh? Very good. Very good. Sometimes when these things are swept aside so easily, something in us feel, but it's not right that you should just dismiss my problem so quickly. You know how long it's taken me to build up such a problem, and then you just like, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Hi.
Hi.
I knew I would be shaking, so it's okay. I came from Brazil just to say thank you.
Ah.
Well, I've done some things also here, but doesn't matter.
Sorry, what happened?
I've done some things here also, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's the most
I want to
important.
know, learn to meet someone who comes all the way from Brazil just to say thank you.
No.
What for? I want
It
to
would
know.
not be true.
Huh?
Well, you are an inspiration for me because about 7 years ago, I just decided to transcend the pain moments I had.
Oh, you were like this.
Yes, I just decided to create Chantilly. Chantilly is Shanti, peace, and Lee, Bruce Lee. So we have
Chantilly.
peace.
So no, slow down. I am slow. I'm slow in this region. Let me see. Chantilly.
Shanti?
This is.
Not Chantilly, that thing, white thing you put in the strawberry. No.
I
It's,
don't even know that. I don't know. Okay.
Good that you don't know. So Shanti from peace,
Shanti from Peace. Yes, Shanti.
and Lee from
Bruce Lee. Aha,
Yeah.
okay,
So,
Chantilly.
because we have peace and war inside us.
Yes.
And Chantilly is like a kind of a sacred clown.
Yeah.
And after watching The Laughing Buddha,
Ah.
I just realized that you are my inspiration. And then I just decided to start laughing therapy. And now I'm a laughing therapist.
You're a laughing therapist.
Yes. And I put your video to my students, and they love that. Because it's really the way, at least I found, to be closer to God, is when we laugh.
Yes.
Laugh and love. They are so
Yes,
close.
because when you laugh, you can't think. And this is why you're close to God immediately, no? Because, there's nothing to
Yes.
think about. It's the most natural thing.
That's it. And laughing and crying at the same time is amazing also.
Yes.
And laughing and peeing sometimes at the
Laughing
same
and
time.
peeing.
Oh
Oh,
my God, no.
I heard of laughing and being,
Sometimes.
but laughing and peeing.
No, I'm not going to do that. No.
No,
I
but you
will
encourage
control
your
myself.
students to pee, and when they
No,
laugh,
sometimes it happens.
it does happen. It's true.
It's a lot
Some little
of
bit sometimes happen.
a little bit. Very good. And I want to keep that.
Yeah,
Please,
okay.
please.
I am to wear it as well.
If you. You're great. It's designed for your nose. It's exactly the size of your nose. I knew that. So, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you keep it, I will be very happy.
I keep it.
If you
Okay.
don't, it's okay. Also, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
No, it's good. It goes. Papa G likes it.
It's the same color of the. Yes, Papa G would be great. Also,
Yes,
with the nose.
yes.
Yeah. So thank you very much,
Okay.
Mooji.
Oh.
You are really, really an inspiration in my life.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Namaste.
Namaste, darling. Thank you. Should I push this back a bit? Are we okay? Enough space to do this? Hi.
I had really strong resistance to come and see you.
Yes.
But now after you had the nose, I was not scared anymore.
that's all that was needed. I just have to go around with a nose and everybody. Okay, good. Well done.
And I already left here, and then I had this feeling I was drawn back somehow.
Yes.
And yeah, I had this really strong feeling just to meet you.
You know what this drawn back is? Because something goes out. Usually the mind, it goes out shopping through the senses for something. It's looking for something. And it tries many things. It tries many things because there's a sense of lacking something. So it has to try many things. And so the mind, life, the world offers many things to play. Play and play and play. But no matter what you find, it never quite satisfies that thing. So you're drawn back again and again. So when you come back, where do you come back to? You see, this is an important thing, you see. Is it merely a geographical place that you come back to? Or what is the real significance of coming back? What do we come back to? It should really be you come back to yourself. It reminded me of one story of one bird was sitting at the edge of the ocean on a cliff. It was sitting in a tree, no? And it was quietly sitting in the full expanse of the ocean, and the skies are there, and it is sitting there quietly. Then it looks down into the ocean, down there, and it sees a little fish who is a little bit not swimming well. And it looked like, oh, this is an easy food. No? So it left its place and flew down. And it grabs the fish. Very easy one. And it flies. And it's trying to go back to a place where it can eat the fish. But on the way up, some other birds saw him with the fish. And they are everywhere it goes. They're trying to get this fish from him. And he's flying. And it turns. And they all turn. And it goes down. And they all down. It goes up. And they're trying to get this fish from him. Everywhere, this, right, left, up, down, everything. The maybe 15, 20 birds are trying to get this fish. Picking at his legs, at his feet and everything, trying to catch the fish. Finally, exhausted, he lets go of the fish. And the fish is flying. And another bird went and catch the fish. And the others went following that bird. And so this first bird flies back to the original tree, just makes it, and lands on the branch again. Peace again.
I'm pretty much like this. And I really wanted to stop.
Yeah.
Something in me really wanted to stop because it's really painful and exhausting.
Yes. And yet we have to try all these flavors. We have to try everything in the life. Because by itself, the things that we enjoy, nothing is wrong with them of themselves. But it's more what you become and what you imagine it gives to you. This is where the trouble begins. Things in themselves innocent, but what you want from it and who you become, this is where the difficulty comes. You see, maybe you think they will bring you happiness. They bring you only momentary pleasure. But happiness does not come from objects. And we have to try, because this is the play, this is the dance of consciousness and the vital force in life. We must try many things. It's not just a mistake. It's an intended mistake. We have to try in so many things. Each time turning away from the most obvious thing. You try it, and then somehow you go beyond it.
Yeah, I want it to be soon.
You want it to be soon.
Oh, now the best.
Now is good. Now is good. Now what can happen now is really deeply understanding this. Deeply understanding this. We cannot say what will happen now, maybe much more than that. But understanding this, recognizing this, but wait a minute, I see it is my mind seems to be seducing my attention to do things, and then I'm imagining that these things are going to make me happy or something. You see? The things in themselves, they're okay. They're momentary, they're changeful. But in looking for happiness through them, I miss my own natural happiness. You see? Your own existence is to be happy. My own master said, you need nothing to be happy. You need something to be sad. See? You need nothing to be happy. Why? Because naturally your beingness and happiness, they're synonymous. It's like a flower and the fragrance. They're the same. They're one. So just to be itself means happy. But we miss it because you think you want to be happy about something. So we try and play. It's all okay in the end. But you have come to a stage where it's not enough. Something is tired of that. So this tiredness is itself the grace. Grace is coming in the form of, you're exhausted now, tired of this now. I want to find a thing which will not become stale. I want to find a thing which will not dissolve, which is not only for a few moments or a few hours. I want to find that which is not even an effort to keep.
Yeah, because it's really exhausting.
Yeah.
so
Yes.
so exhausting, the mind.
Yes.
Makes me really tired.
Yes. But the mind by itself cannot make you tired. You see? You must understand, the mind by itself cannot make you tired. It's like we say, even the greatest, the mind is like a salesman. No? We say even the greatest salesman in the world cannot sell you unless you buy. You see? Can use every trick. You try to convince you, you need, you need this, you need that, when you already even have it. And so you come under the spell because they make it sound so nice. Like, oh, if you get this, you'll never have to get another one like this ever. Oh, that looks good, and you go. So mind can take this form also.
But somehow it makes itself tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes itself tired. I think the beingness becomes tired of the mind. Yourself becomes a bit tired of the mind. And this is a very auspicious phase in your life. Because when you're becoming tired of all the games, all the tricks, then I call these are the birth pains to freedom. As long as you have something left in you, maybe I'll try another move, I'll try another thing. And some people, they run out of moves. They got no more moves left. And something is afraid to run out of moves. But when you actually run out of moves, you really, really feel very happy. You discover something very great. I was just telling the story this morning of once one man, he loved collecting antiques. And he traveled all over the country collecting the most beautiful antiques. So his house became like a museum. Everything you touch at some age, at something, some very very expensive, very rare something, full of these treasures, So one day he was cooking something, and then he went out and forgot to turn the cooker off. Then when he came back, he was on the way back. It was already evening. He saw this glowing orange in the sky, and he's coming back, and he realized, his house is on fire. The whole house is on fire. By the time he runs up to the door, he cannot get in because the fire is so powerful. So he tries to see the best place he can go because he was thinking, all my treasures, all my antiques. Oh, no. He's in real terrible feeling. Then he finds one window. It looks like this might be a good place to go. And he breaks the window. Big smoke comes out. But he climbs in because he's desperate to save something. Then the fires roar. Then he grabs a few things, just blindly he grabs a few things. Then he just managed to roll out of the house, after the window, hardly breathing, But he got a few. Then it so happened the whole house and everything in it burnt down. Everything burnt down in the house. But when he wakes up, he finds he's still alive and he has a few antiques that he could carry with him. And he's very happy. So, oh, thank you. I'm very happy I saved these, no? Then after a few days, he was well enough to go to where the house was. He goes and he stood, and as he looked, he only saw space, and initially he feels a great sorrow. But he stood right in the center of the space which used to be his house. And unexpectedly, a great sense of something beautiful filled his heart. A great space. It felt so immense. An immense feeling is there. He was so touched. Huh? Then he looked at his treasures again in his hand. And he goes, oh, very good. Thank you. I saved my treasure. You see? Then again, the immense feeling again come. Because where his house was, just sky and space. And he felt this space inside himself, like for the first time. And then he went and he stayed at the place he's staying, in his hotel room. And he could not get rid of this immensity, this immense feeling inside him. And after a few more days, he goes and he makes a fire. And he puts the last antiques in the fire. He says, yes, thank you. I just want this space now. That which no fire can burn. I found that which no fire can burn. Which doesn't get old. I think you're looking for something like that. Your pure self can never exhaust itself. It cannot exhaust you. Because it gives life to the whole world. It cannot come to an end. This body will come to an end. This body is a mortal body. But the immortal being is inside it. So while this body is warm, use your time to find the immortal in it. The unborn and the undying and the imperishable being. Because this is who is really in this house. But another thing is operating inside to make you think you're only flesh and blood and conditioning. And to keep your mind fixed only on mundane existence. This is the fight of every living being, of every human being. You must find the eternal in you. Satsang is for that.
That's why I came back.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. Thank you.
Hello, Mooji.
Hi.
My name is Rui. I'm Portuguese.
Hi.
I'm 35. And my heart is pumping out right now.
Yeah.
So it's totally understandable.
Totally
Understandable.
understandable.
Because of the nerves and things.
Sure, okay.
One of the most beautiful stories I've heard from you is the story of the king, which I can't stop seeing over and over, because, as you say in the end of one of the videos, I don't know the words. It all comes to that. In my last year of living, I've lost my job under some awkward circumstances. And just recently, about 2 months ago, I've lost my wife and my son. I've lost just a relationship with them. Although I continue to see my son, it's not really legally established how it's going to happen, but it's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just yesterday, just Friday, I was taking breakfast at my parents' house in Braga, northern Portugal, and I was looking at the road, and the road is completely still.
What is
The
still?
the road.
The
streets.
road. The road is still, yeah.
And it is completely still. It doesn't move, doesn't go anywhere. And all sorts of cars and trucks and people pass by.
Yes.
And I was starting to imagine that that road is me, like an infinite road. From when I was born, it was already infinite, and in its path, all kinds of cars and people pass by. Someone even faster, someone even slower, someone's even stop, and people get off their cars. Someone throw garbage to the streets, and someone don't even notice the street they're into. And suddenly it came to me, I am that street. Because inevitably someone will always come and clean out the street from all the garbage. And someone will always come to fill all the holes, all the things that happen to the street naturally. It's just a kind of a metaphor to what happens within us. We have always a cleaning something that comes away and wipes out everything. Right now, my moment is just very painful because I am on a spiritual journey for about 3 years now. I've read a lot of books and everything, and then I crashed onto you, and I had an all prepared speech to tell you. I had it written in a paper, and it started by saying, "I hate you you to death. I would completely be able to kill you right now." But that would just be my ego talking. You understand? My mind talking, because my mind and my ego knows there's the consciousness that is taking over right now, dealing with the pain, physical and mental pain of the attachment I had to my wife. And well, and then I would tell you on the speech that it will be cool. I'm not going to do anything like that. And then I would go to the part where I would tell you straight from the heart, pure love, that nothing really matters, and the pain is only a ghost I create in my head. My mind creates it. And it's an exercise I've been doing for a while to try to be still and let those thoughts and emotions come and go, just observing them. I've been able to do it for a few seconds, even a few minutes, but as my physical experience and mental experiences, the most recent experiences, especially the one from my family, are really, and I know you understand that they're really painful.
They're burning. Yeah. They're burning.
It's not easy. And I've been on this way. I've been with...
What you cannot observe, let be. Sometimes you can observe a thing. There's a power in observing something. When you observe something, what happens is that it becomes clear that the thing is only like a cloud. It becomes like a cloud that's simply passing. When you observe, you become aware, but it's simply passing. A cloud does not know it is passing. Like you use the word, a road doesn't know it's going anywhere. It just is. But you are perceived it passing. Everything is passing like that. No? So you observe that and you come to see, but something here is not passing, but it witnesses the passing. And that recognition is so important because you're looking from a place of stillness and you're looking towards what is moving and what is changing. And don't mix the two. Be very clear that here there's a silence, there's a serenity, there's a stillness. And in the space of that stillness, all movements are coming and going. And that unmoving place is your home. It is your real being. That which is moving is only transient, only momentary. It comes and goes. These can be feelings, these can be thoughts, they can be emotions, they can be objects, they can be relationships. All of this is subject to movement. You can be married also for 20 years, but inside your marriage, steady as it is, there's movement. Things happening. Growth is taking place. Death also is taking place. All these things is part of life. Death is very much a part of life. And things passing away, people coming and going, all this is part of the stream of existence. But as you observe them, you come to the recognition of a silence and a stillness right where you are. That's the very important thing. But there are some things which are so loud that there's no space when they happen. It's like they fill the space up and they seem like there's no distance to observe because they're right here. They're too tight. Then you say, but I can't observe them because I'm right in the middle of that. But still that is observed somehow. You leave it. Just let it happen. Sometimes I say, hand over your existence to existence. What it means. Stop fighting, you see? And just let it play out. Let it happen. Don't say certain feelings are not welcomed here. Don't let them all play. Just don't identify. You see, if you don't identify, then these things can happen. Let them happen in the body, energetically. You feel something, whoa, but inside there's still a silence in this. And don't give it to your mind to write the report about it. Because it wants to tell the story about what happened. But actually things happen without story. But the mind creates stories about them. And as soon as you begin to recognize that even if something is so loud that it seems like there's no room to get out of it, that is also only a feeling, it's only a thought. You see, that too will pass also. That is also passing in its own way. You don't have to wait. Don't wait for anything to pass. Otherwise you become a waiter. Then you're waiting. You see? So let it, if it stays, let it stay. It's still not you. These things, as you stay in this type of environment where you're reminded of this, not just taught, not just I'm teaching, but reminding, and something inside is looking and say, oh, wait a minute, yes. Yes, that is not stable. It's coming and going. Then you are, what I say, you're again in recovery. Not only discovery, but recovery means that you're recovering your sanity, your true state. You're recognizing, you see. So don't identify with any particular movement, not because they're bad, but because they are unstable and they are traffic. It's traffic passing. Yesterday was traffic gone. Day before yesterday, traffic further gone.
I can't remember three problems ago.
You can remember or you cannot?
I can't.
You
can't
cannot,
remember.
exactly.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yes.
And the thing is that it's okay. I'm having a blank, so
it's okay. It's okay. We can be honest with that. Sometimes there's a blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose your thread. There's a blank, but you're aware also of that blank.
Okay, I know what I was going to say. It's very interesting because nothing of what is happening to me right now would be happening if anything that has happened had happened. Do you understand me? It's all
No.
didn't you understand?
So try again.
I'm going to try again. So
Yeah.
nothing of what is happening to me right now,
Yes.
this recognition, this inquiry, this
Okay.
everything would be happening if any of the
Other things.
all the things that happen
Yeah.
had happened. Do you understand that?
No.
Only only because I have a past and some things happened.
Yeah.
Now I'm really.
They
real-
brought you to the inquiry or not?
Yeah, they've brought me. I
So
was
for this good
I was
explain.
brought to the inquiry even before I split up with my wife.
Right.
But I didn't have the space, the mental space, neither physical, neither spiritual space at home to do that. So I took some guts and I told her I'm leaving. Took a lot of courage because I have a 3.5-year-old boy, my son, and it's very painful.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm very, very happy and in peace with me
Yeah.
because now I have the opportunity to realign myself.
Very good.
I have a promise of a guaranteed job when I'm completely recovered.
You got something. There's something called a guaranteed job. Is it?
Yes, in this
You
case,
found the one.
yes,
guaranteed job.
in this case, I really know the person is giving me a job and he's just telling me to. He wanted me to go work already, and I told him no, I'm not ready to work because I want to give my total professional the development. So he totally understood that and said, "So take care of yourself first, and then come."
Okay.
But in order to be ready to go there, I have to really remove or let go this attachment, this physical attachment, and both mental attachment to someone who really doesn't, and I hate to say this before all of you, doesn't really deserve my attention because she has no real interest or overture to spirituality. So we were in completely different paths, and she's all physical and creams on the and powders on the
It's okay.
the skin
too.
that's gonna rot someday, and she's really not taking care of her true being because in a few years all of her grace will be gone and
Yeah.
she'll come to a wall and.
But you know, sometimes even so, someone like that, their lives can change. You know, I wouldn't say sit around and wait for that to happen, but we never give up. You know, because this is why families are given to us. No? Families, relationships, children, and so on. Because you love them, they love you, and sometimes you discover something. And the ego wants to use this also sometimes to separate you. It's difficult anyway. And there are times, I take your story, there's sometimes it's just your relationship is not supporting your growth or whatever, no?
Yeah, because I have come to that conclusion already. The love that I felt for her,
Yeah.
and I believe also the love that she felt for me was a rotten love. Rotten, not pure,
Okay.
because it had all types of conditioning.
Okay, then it's better like this.
Yeah, so really I came to myself, and actually my psychotherapist is here with me, and my best friend, they're here. They like to hug you. And she just 2 days ago told me, Rui, I'm so much happy for you, for your marriage ending.
Yes.
So
She said this? She said,
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
So my last words I have to tell you is about me and about you. It's like the story of the king. I don't know if you are familiar with that, but it's a wonderful story, and it all comes to that. To me, right now, you're the king. I'm the cleaning boy, but also I'm the king, and you are the cleaning boy. So we're both the same, and I'm happy for having you in my life. discovering, making me discover and inquiring and open my perspective to who I really am.
Very good.
And it's lovely. So thank you for that.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Come on.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay, I saw a hand was there before you. Okay, come. Okay.
There's something I need to talk about because
Speak in the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something you need to speak about? Yeah.
I've been here for a year, coming and meeting you, and also you've been thrown in my face all the time in places where I don't expect, and I realize there's a lot of fear and separateness. There's you and I. There's yesterday evening, like this morning, I felt really sad that I felt there was a separateness, and beating myself down. I should have tried to be more.
You went to the microphone, put more close.
Beating myself for this, like I want to be closer. I don't know how, but I know it's a separateness, and it's not only you. It's with people in general. There's a separateness, and there's a longing for oneness. But I don't know how to break through. It's stopping me.
In fact, it's more easy to be one than to be close. We try to get close and say, oh, but not get them close and that. But first, how to get to this oneness is you have to, first of all, leave all your projections, leave all your hopes, aspirations, identity, history, just leave everything aside for a moment. So you can clearly come to a recognition of what is essential here. What is it that if you could remove everything that you have learned and you have studied and you desired and came, everything for a moment, then you'll come to a place there's no more you can remove. In that place where there's no more, nothing left to remove, then I would like to meet you at this place. It shouldn't take long also. Because it's not like taking something from one place and put it to another place. No, you just leave everything alone. You can do it. And you can do it now also. You can see anyway. It's not so much a great doing. You can see. Just don't, you can look and see, but yes, I see a lot of thoughts that I hold on to and things I'd like to do in my life and so on. Then say, okay, you're aware of them, but don't include them right now. You leave them. Let them speak in their ears, but don't go to them. Leave everything aside for a moment.
What comes is like, I want your love. This thought comes, I want your love.
Yeah, but even
And
this
I
you
know
must
this is
reject
not-
also.
this is
Even
not
this
true.
you must reject also. You must reject everything also. For a moment. Say, no. That's still another want, another thing, another condition, another obstacle. You see, another item. So leave everything for a moment, no? Then you do it. And anyone who else wants to participate, because it is for everyone same. Just leave that aside for a moment. Even the desire to be enlightened, you can leave everything for a moment. Let's go back to the root of all things. Yeah. Don't hold on to, yes, and even to your idea of yourself. You can also leave that. This is who I want to meet, someone like this. Not someone who is faithful to their idea of having a problem. But you just leave everything for a moment, because you can also. Leave everything aside for a moment. And when there's nothing else that you're linking with, nothing at all, then speak from this place for me. And tell me if anything is missing. First leave everything, and then see if anything is missing in you from here, from inside your heart. It is a beautiful chance, beautiful opportunity now to do it. Because your mind has been telling you, you need this thing and you need that thing, and you need to be a better person, and you need to be closer, and you need to work more hard on your relationships, you need to meditate more. You have so many things you cannot fulfill. So for a moment, leave everything. Go like you were in deep sleep. In deep sleep, you left everything. Everything. You left everything. Okay? And you were happy. Leave everything now consciously. And see. Don't create any shapes about what you want to be now. Imagination is not needed. Just leave everything. All the suggestions from your mind, from the past or future, leave everything aside, and what is here now. Everyone should come to do this stage in your life. You must empty. You must empty out. Because all our life we've been collecting, putting. You have to fast. You've been feasting. Now one day fast. One moment fast. So many things you put inside, so many beliefs, so many ideas, so many identities, so much attachment, so much projections you've held. So for one moment now, you leave them, dismiss them. I don't need you, even just for one moment. While I'm here with Mooji, I don't need them. Just when I go back, you can have them. And watch what happens. Watch what happens. Maybe you see that there's some things you don't want to do that with it. You may find that, well, you know what, I don't want to leave that, because if I leave that, maybe it doesn't come back and I want it. Then at least you'll see what you're attached to. You leave everything until you come to that place that you cannot leave, you cannot divide. It's a very important point. Now, and let's see. This is the most simple, the most direct, the most kind, the most wholesome thing I can tell you. And this discovery you can make right now.
It's like I have to keep doing it. I can. I mean,
I gave an example once. I say, just imagine, we are all here together, but we are 50 stories up in the sky. This building, 50 stories up, we're on the 50th floor. And suddenly somebody shouts, fire! You say, what, fire? What? You look out, and all the floors underneath you are burning. Everything is burning, and the flames are coming up. And we are on the 50th floor, and there's only one lift. You can't use the stairs. The stairs are on fire now. There's only one lift here. Okay? And it only takes one person at a time. And it's a slow one. It's an Alentejo lift. Okay? Not only that, it will only open its doors, okay, if you're empty. You leave everything. You cannot carry one thought with you. Then it will open. You get in and press, and it take you down to safety. But if you're thinking, it will just not open. And all these people are behind you, and it's your turn. The door. Fire. Smoke everywhere. Will you make it out of this building?
it feels like that here.
Will you make it out of this building? Don't think about it. Will you make it out of this building? I have to make sometimes these extreme examples, you see, so that you look and say, wait, would I make it out? Maybe I wouldn't, because I'd be too worried about maybe the lift might get stuck. Well, it would get stuck just like this. If you're in the lift, you get in the lift, no mind, it's moving, and then you start to think, and it stops. And you have to empty out everything, and it starts to move again. And all these people are waiting for the chance to come out of this lift. Will you do it, you see? So sometimes you have to say like this. And you say, okay, drop everything. There's no time to think about it. And you can do it. You can do everything, actually. You can do everything. I say, when you are curious, you learn. But when you're desperate, you discover. We have too much time to just think about it in our cappuccino moments. So yes, I think I'll do this and so on. But sometimes life gives you no time. It's not time. And what is going to happen when you have no time?
I want to drop it.
No.
I want to
Drop
drop
it.
it.
Don't I want to drop it. I want to drop it for later. I want to drop it. I choose to drop it. This is now. I wish I could drop it. No. This is still relationship. No, you drop it. The building is on fire. It's your turn. You see? This you have to drop. So can you walk out of yourself? Yes, you can. You can walk out of your life. You can walk out of your thoughts. In fact, every night you go to bed, you leave everything. You leave everything. You could be married this morning, this evening, the rest of the day, honeymoon, tonight, sleep. You got no husband, no wife is with you. Not even your identity is with you. Okay. What you do? Yes. Don't pay attention to that. You pay attention to what I'm talking.
This was a test.
So just like that. It's good you come up, isn't it? Sometimes life puts you in a situation where you don't know what to do. Your skills are no use here. Your experience is no use here.
That's something like I feel like I don't know who to be in front of you.
Yes,
because I
don't-
can't be
Yes,
anyone.
yes. It's true. We
And
have
then
one or two people like this. They come. They're a bit afraid of me because they cannot be the old person. Because I don't see the old person. Where's the old person? I don't see any old person. And I don't want a new person. I don't want any person at all. So they feel, oh my God, I don't know what I can be here. So I prefer to see this one. So confusing, because at least here something may happen. We are living too much in role. You enroll, and for most time it's a sausage roll basically. You are into some kind of position. I am, like this. Then you meet a situation or someone who doesn't buy your identity. They simply don't accept this. This is not what you are. I want to meet you. No tricks, no past, no story, no promises. What's stand between us? Even I say, I don't wish to share, just to meet. But don't bring anything with you. So only you, I want. Not relatives, not identities, nothing at all. Is it possible? How it will happen?
It's worked my whole life hiding behind words, and my stories are great. I have great stories.
Speaking
I have great stories which are very touching, and it
are you
works.
sure they're touching?
Well, I mean, I'm impressed. I don't know what they are, but there's something. And I can't use them anymore, and I don't know. I just
That's
don't
good.
know. I don't know.
Bear the discomfort for a bit. It is okay. And you will be compelled somehow to dive more deeply inside your own being. Because your life should be magnificent, not impressive. impressive. Is it? Yeah, miraculous. Why? Because God lives there. This is the house of God.
I'd like to say something else while I'm here. It's like this neediness you speak of. It's here. That's been here. This neediness, like a longing for the attention from people, from you, like that you notice me, like I'm special.
That's what. This is the one you must lose. Don't
I know.
identify with it. That's the one you must lose. That's how you lost your way somehow, or you have the illusion or the dream of losing your way, because you become something you're not. Huh? I don't blame, because we all are subject to these kind of forces, you see, of trying to be something, to be interesting, to be, impressive, to be, sort of brilliant or whatever. But there are some beings who don't see any of that. They don't care nothing about that. When they come to your house, this house, they want to meet only that Supreme One. And he's not insecure, not afraid. We've come just like that to meet anybody and everybody here. Nobody is left out. Let's meet, even for a moment. If I say, let's meet you as you really are. But you don't need any story. You don't have to impress. You don't have to get ready. You don't have to be brave. What stands in your way, you see? So don't try to do anything. Don't try to do anything. Just allow this opportunity somehow, some room to open up its beauty in you. Why try to be special when you can simply be yourself? But now even this, because simply, I don't know how to be. It's not a simple thing to be myself. It's a very complex thing, I'm very good at not being myself. And how can you be yourself? You can't be yourself. It's not an act you will do. Yeah. Very good.
Thank you, Mooji.
It's good. The serum is in. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Okay. You can come. Oh, you come after. But you come.
During the satsang a few nights ago, you mentioned a few times, no other.
Yes.
And I'm sure I've heard you say it before, but it really hit me in the heart.
Yes.
And it sort of became a mantra since then. I repeat over and over. And then this morning in the dining room, there was a spontaneous satsang, and again, you said no other a few times.
Yes.
And I want to be no other, only God. And it feels like it's so close, but...
That's the best that mind can do. It will only admit close. Because it still means separate. And I will fill you in on what she's speaking, because it started a few days ago. We were together in my little hut, a few of us. We were working on some CD or something, no? And somehow these talks happen very spontaneously. But it got to a certain point, and then Omkara, it was actually, she rose up and she said, like, Mooji, I need to know now. I need to be free. I just need to be free now. I need to be like delivered, even by cesarean. I don't mind. Just I need to. And I love that approach, no? Because it's not speculative. It's like, but I wanted to see if it's just an emotional state. I said, is it just that you're feeling emotional? I said, no, it's okay. So we were sitting like this, and there was a rug about the size of this. We were sitting, and I said, okay, you're on this rug right now, and everything on this rug represents your past. Your life is this rug. Your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, your identity, your relationships, memory, everything is on this rug. Okay? But it's not you. It's yours, not you. Step off this rug and leave it. Off this rug is the unknown, the unexplored. It's just what is. So she got up, step off. And another one is there, they step off. Another one step, no? So we were looking like this, no? And then in this moment, somehow it came to ask, because some were not convinced. It was like, it was just a glimpse, maybe. But after the mind came and says, what was that? Or whatever. So I said to where the openness was there, I say, all your life you have been pursuing other, isn't it? All your life, everything has been other for you. Every relationship, other. Every object, other. Not you. Everything is other. Even your family, other. Your friends, other. Your study, other. Your ideologies, other. Everything is other for you. Now you're searching for God, and you've put God in the place of other also. And God is not other. So where is that which is not other? Now you must find out. What is not other? All your life, other. Other cannot stay. Other cannot stay. The truth, God, is not other. So where? Where is it? And don't let your mind answer for you. In fact, you are more other than God. Your ideas about yourself is more other, because how many ideas you've had, and they are now other, and another, they're gone. Now this is in the most recent version. Okay? But God is not a version. It's not another, you see. So where? Where will you look? Mind will come in and try and be very, very clever and philosophical about it. It will even answer the question. It's here. I said, no. The words are okay, but there's still a person there. And God is not a person. God cannot even be intimate, because intimate is still some distance. You say, but it can't be here. It can't be here, because what is here is very confused. No, here is not confused. there is confused. Here is not confused. Here recognize confusion. And doesn't think much of it. So it has no power. When you don't believe in your mind, it loses its power. A thought without belief does not even register. A thought with belief can create great trouble. Also great healing even. Belief is the important thing. But who is the believer?
I don't want to simply believe.
No. Belief also you can see. Belief and the believer also you can perceive. Who are you who perceive even belief? In front of whom even the most subtle thing is perceived. That which perceives even the subtlest, because there are some sensations which are so subtle that there are no names for them. Still, they are perceived in you. Therefore, you yourself must be subtler even than that. So now, convention will not do. Tradition will not do. Gender will not do. It's not enough. All these you can see. There's something which cannot be seen, but in whose presence everything else is seen. Closer than intimacy. In fact, not even close, because close means two, not two. Don't be think only. Feel also. But even thinking and feeling, it observes also. This alone is not other. So this mystery is absorbing you into itself. Another story I remember, I tell you, today looks like that. It says one saint, one Sufi master, he's meditating. I told you this before. Meditating, and in his meditation, suddenly he finds himself at the door of God. Say, door of God. So he knocks. And the voice says, "Who is it?" And he says, "It is I, my Lord." The voice says, "Go away. There's no room for two in here." He was totally shocked. My God, God sent me away. He was very disturbed, and he goes back into meditation. Deeply. After a while, something became clear, and again he found himself at the door of God. This time, it's very gently. "Who is it?" He says. "It is you, my Lord." "Oh, okay, come in." What is that where there's no room for two? Even for one. Otherwise, all life, we are roaming around in the field of duality, always looking for other and another and next. What is the next thing? What is the next thing? Oh, it's another thing. What is it that's not another? It's not next. It's not past. Perhaps somebody here in this room will find me. Someone here will find it. In the whole of mankind, nobody's finding it. At best, you see, you can smell the perfume of it. The perfume is peace. Peace and joy and wisdom, loving kindness and compassion. Yes, radiance. This is the perfume. But where is the flower? Nobody can touch. The minute one goes near, that one is absorbed. And yet it is distanceless, meaning there's no distance, no physical distance. Who catches this clue? Where will you go to find truth? In what direction? North, south, east, west, up, down, inside, outside. So it is good that for a while you're speechless, because everything you'll say will be wrong. Everything you think will be wrong. So keep quiet and alert somehow. Yeah. This is not something that you will take. It will take you. It is grace that has touched you so much. It brought you, maybe you came all this way just for this question and this quest. Because it takes something like this to break you open. Yeah. Yeah. You cannot be a caterpillar all your life. You must become butterfly at some point, isn't it? Somebody sent me one picture. I don't know, maybe somebody here did, and it showed the picture. The one butterfly was going through customs, and then the immigration officer looks at the passport and sees a picture of a caterpillar. I said, but this doesn't look like you. And he says, it's an old photo. Are you living in an old photo? Someone really likes this story, huh? Oh, very good. Mera? 16:30. Good, come, please, come. That's good. Okay. One moment. Okay.
Translation, Spanish.
Translation, Espanol. Come. Okay, somebody coming. Very good.
Hola, Mooji.
Hola.
Vengo a exponerme delante tuya.
Come now again, say again.
I'm coming to expose myself.
Yeah.
Quiero pillarlo ahora.
I want to get it now.
You want to get it now? This is the one gift you will receive from inside your own self.
Este es el regalo que recibes desde dentro de tu propio ser.
Don't be disappointed.
No te decepciones.
Most gift you want somebody to give you something.
La mayoría de los regalos recibes de alguien.
But this gift I don't give, I only point it out.
Pero este regalo yo no doy, solo lo señalo.
Whatever can be exposed,
Cualquier cosa que pueda ser expuesta,
yes, this is okay. Exposing that is okay. It brings some space.
está bien, trae un espacio.
But what you seem to want, because you ask, I want to get it now,
Pero lo que quieres, porque has dicho, yo lo quiero pillar ahora,
what is the it that you are referring to? I want to get it now. What are you referring to?
¿qué es eso a qué te refieres? Eso que tú quieres pillar.
Yo siempre que he hecho la indagación he llegado a un punto que no hay nada.
Always in self-inquiry, I get to the point where there is nothing.
They get to nothing. Okay. When you get to the place of nothing,
Cuando llegas al lugar de la nada,
are you there as something?
estás tú ahí como algo.
Because if you perceive the nothing as a kind of object,
Porque si tú percibes la nada como una especie de objeto,
it's because you are perceiving yourself as object.
es porque te percibes a ti mismo como un objeto.
Yes.
But if you perceive the emptiness, you see, there's emptiness.
Pero si percibes el vacío, hay vacío.
The perceiver of emptiness or nothingness is what?
El perceptor del vacío o de la nada, ¿qué es?
Does it have a form or
¿Tiene alguna
size
forma
or shape?
o tamaño?
No. Es silent, es silencio. ¿no?
Silence is also seen.
El silencio también es visto.
Who are you? That which perceives silence.
¿Quién eres tú que percibes el silencio?
Is it different from silence?
¿Eres tú diferente que el silencio?
that which perceives emptiness, is it different from emptiness?
Este que percibe el vacío es diferente que el vacío.
Estoy en blanco, no. Blanco. Estoy en blanco.
He's blank.
Blank. Blank is also seen.
El blanco también es visto.
You're still here, even in blank.
Estás aquí, incluso en blanco,
Even black hole.
incluso el agujero negro.
You're still the perceiver.
Todavía eres el perceptor.
Sí, sí, soy el perceptor, sí. Sí.
I am the perceiver, yes,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah. And now also the identity of a person,
También la identidad de la persona
which only somehow dwells in memory,
que está ubicada en la memoria,
but like some reflex, something keeps referring to this remembered self, which is the person.
pero como un reflejo, algo se refiere a este ser que es recordado como persona
And keep putting the person in the place of the emptiness.
y sigue poniendo a la persona en el lugar del vacío.
The person is not the perceiver of the emptiness.
La persona no es el perceptor del vacío.
The person is also object perceived.
La persona también es un objeto que es percibido.
Now experience that which perceives even person and emptiness.
Y ahora experimenta a este que percibe tanto la persona como el vacío.
Don't use imagination.
Y no utilices tu imaginación.
And don't create anything.
No creas nada.
Don't make an answer.
No hagas ninguna respuesta.
Just see.
Solo ve.
Who are you here?
¿Quién eres tú aquí?
Are you here?
¿Estás tú aquí?
Who are you when you don't have time to think?
¿Quién eres tú cuando no tienes tiempo que pensar?
Can you only be discovered through thought?
¿Solo puedes ser descubierto a través del pensamiento?
Are you not the witness of thought?
¿No eres el testigo del pensamiento?
So how can any concept answer you?
¿Cómo un concepto puede responderte?
You can be without concepts, but they cannot be without you.
Tú puedes estar sin los conceptos, pero los conceptos sin ti no.
you see what happens is that the emptiness is here, but the mind cannot bear it.
Lo que pasa es que el vacío está aquí, pero la mente no lo puede soportar.
Something inside is thinking, no, I don't want to go to emptiness.
Algo dentro dice, no quiero ir hacia este vacío.
But the emptiness is already here.
Pero el vacío ya está aquí.
Find out who is worried.
Encuentra quién está preocupado.
Is it you?
¿Eres tú?
Who says, I want to get it also?
También, ¿quién ha dicho, yo quiero pillarlo?
Yeah. Is it a genuine voice?
¿Es una voz genuina?
You have been listening to this voice for a very long time,
Has estado escuchando esta voz por mucho tiempo,
even believing it to be your own voice.
incluso creyendo que ha sido tu propia voz.
But it is the voice of your mind.
Pero esta es la voz de tu mente.
Even the mind expects also a kind of something, a tangible answer, you see.
También la mente espera una respuesta tangible,
A kind of effect.
algún tipo de efecto.
But if any effect come,
Pero si viene algún tipo de efecto,
you're also here to perceive it.
tú también estás aquí para poder percibirlo.
Who are you?
¿Quién eres tú?
Somebody gets it, you see. Yeah.
Es que siempre que hago la indagación,
Always when I do self-inquiry,
llego a este silencio, a esta nada,
I get to this silence, to this nothing.
Yes.
y no siento que he descubierto la verdad. No sé, hay un poco de decepción, a lo mejor.
I don't feel that I've discovered the truth. I don't feel. I feel a little bit disappointed.
Yes. You are what?
¿Y tú eres quién?
Who feel disappointed? You are what?
¿Tú que te sientes decepcionado eres quién?
Nadie.
Nobody.
If it was true, it is true in my heart, but is it true in your heart, what you say just now?
Porque lo que acabas de decir es verdadero en mi corazón, pero ¿es esto la verdad en tu corazón?
Es la respuesta a la pregunta.
That's the answer to your question.
Then it should also be the answer to your question also.
Entonces también debe ser la respuesta a tu pregunta.
Who is there to feel disappointed? See?
¿Quién está ahí para sentirse decepcionado?
And you don't get it because it is also an idea.
Eso también es una idea,
Yes. But an idea that is so much infused with identity
pero es una idea que es tan llena de identidad
that it is believed, you see.
que es creída.
The answer is there before the question even arose.
La respuesta está aquí antes de la pregunta incluso.
But it's not there as an answer.
Pero no está ahí como una respuesta.
It is there as the truth.
Está aquí como la verdad.
It's only in this place, this little place.
Es solo en este lugar pequeño,
I come to a place of emptiness and silence.
llego al lugar del vacío y del silencio.
But I don't believe this is it.
Pero no creo que esto es eso.
And I ask you, you are what?
Y yo te pregunto, ¿y tú quién eres?
Identify yourself.
Identifícate.
Solo hay silencio.
There is just silence.
Yes. And you?
¿Y tú?
Is there you?
¿Hay algún tú? ¿Estás tú?
What is saying there's just silence? Is it silence saying there's just silence or something else?
¿Qué es lo que está diciendo solo hay silencio? ¿Es el silencio que dice solo hay silencio o alguien más?
La persona.
The person.
The person. What sees the person?
¿Quién ve? ¿Qué o qué ve a la persona?
When you say it is the person, does it mean that we can throw away this person?
Cuando dices que es la persona, ¿eso significa que podemos tirar a esta persona?
Or will we keep it?
¿O la mantenemos aquí?
No, la tiramos completamente a la basura.
We'll throw it away completely.
Okay. And then what remains now?
¿Y entonces qué es lo que permanece aquí? ¿Qué es lo que queda?
Silencio.
Silence.
And who says this?
¿Y quién lo dice?
Yo.
Yes.
I do.
And I is what?
¿Y tú eres?
You will determine the answer now.
Ahora vas a determinar la respuesta.
No lo sé.
I don't know.
Are you disappointed with that?
¿Estás decepcionado?
No.
It's good. It is good. When I say at this point in your inquiry, it is you who will determine what is true and what is not true. It is not outside of you.
En este punto de la autoindagación tú vas a determinar lo que es verdadero y lo que no lo es. No está fuera de ti.
If you say it is the person,
Si tú dices que es la persona,
then you must get rid of the person.
tienes que deshacerte de la persona.
Then you say a person is gone. Okay, fine. What remains now? You say silence.
Entonces tú dices, la persona está fuera. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que queda? Tú dices, el silencio.
Yes. What is aware of silence?
¿Quién es consciente? ¿Qué es lo que es consciente del silencio?
You say yo, no, I.
Tú dices yo.
And this I is what, I ask you.
¿Y este yo qué es?
You say I don't know.
Tú dices, no sabes.
You see? I say, are you dissatisfied with this I don't know?
Entonces pregunto si estás no satisfecho con este no lo sé.
You said no.
Tú dices que no.
I say I am satisfied.
Y yo digo, yo estoy satisfecho.
Yeah.
Yo también.
Me too.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Gracias, Mooji.
Thank you. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's who is you come first for now, and I'll come.
Namaste, Mooji.
Namaste.
I'm so scared right now.
You're so scared.
Yeah.
It's good
Terrified.
because I want to eat somebody. And you look quite juicy when.
I feel so hot and burning.
You feel
So hot.
hot is good.
It's vibrating.
That is good.
It took quite a long time until life created this situation that I could sit in front of you and look at your eyes.
Yes.
A long journey.
What is happening now, right now?
I feel I'm in new space
Yes.
and something that I didn't have this experience before.
Yeah. Do you know this space is coming by grace?
Yes.
Then you must welcome it completely. You must throw yourself completely in it. Don't try and salvage anything from the past. This is your moment. Or your mind is going to try everything to distract you from this. But such is the opportunities that come for those whose time is precious for finding the truth. You see, grace has stirred a fire in you, and your mind cannot figure this out. Your mind is not needed here. It is fired. Mind is fired. It will keep showing up for work, but not needed. You see? So you are like again, you come again like someone who knows nothing. This is a gate you're coming through. Now you don't have to know anything. Let God know for you. Yeah. Take care of you. Yeah. You don't have to arrange anything. Let God become your secretary. Arrange all your meetings. Everything will be done for you. If in your heart you say, yes, I'm here for this. I will not doubt you. I don't doubt this. I don't doubt this. This fire, my whole life has been, I get a preparation for this fire. Now burn me completely. As I said before, red fire burns things, burns them to ashes. But there's another fire I call white fire, which will burn even the ashes themselves. Say, burn me like that until only you remain. That is your good fortune. Come like that. The mind will dress up many things and present them to you and say, look, how important this was. Remember this? How nice? You enjoy? But that won't be for you. You see. So I am very, very happy when I meet somebody like that, who is not in this thinking phase. They're not in the doubting phase. Well, I don't know if I trust. No. That's a lower state. You have come right through. You have bypassed everybody. You have come to the front of the queue. Such audacity, I love. Yeah, come and say, yes, I'm here for this. I can't wait. And it's like this. What more? What more can you do? Nothing more. Nothing more. Now you don't belong to you. You belong to Him. You see? This is a beautiful thing. This is the most auspicious, the most beautiful outcome of a human existence, is to return home to your own true home inside your heart. Yeah. It's only now you begin to live. Before we only exist. Now you come alive.
I listened to you more than 1 year. Sometime 3, 4, 5 hours a day. And sometime early morning, midnight, and I felt I'm digging something. And it looked like in my head something like the bomb exploring. And then I had some of your video in my iPhone, and that's why it's easy to reach, to listen. And I didn't know sometimes what I can do. Just, I felt, God, I cannot go further, but I couldn't stop also. And it's like something like magnet was taking me somewhere.
Yes.
And I didn't share it with anyone, just took it for myself. And I had a feeling that I want to finish. If I get crazy also, I want to finish.
It is good. Every part of it is good. Every part of it is good. Somehow your life almost comes into this moment. It will not extend about next week and next year and in 2015 I want to do this. Nothing. Your life shrinks back to here, comes back here. And you come again into the real time of the universe. And you simply move, not by mental projection, but by inspiration and by intuition. And you feel your life, you become sensitized again to the Holy Spirit of God. And you move like that, discover like that. This is life. This is what it is to be alive. Not thinking. Life is not for strategizing. You're not living life. You are life. And at the same time, the witnessing of your life is occurring in front of some unknown presence, which is not different from you. There's not many things to work out if truth is what you're searching for. You don't have to be some scholar, but you abandon yourself there, right there, in the place where you find yourself. And if you stand up, let that power lift you up. You see, it's about time, again, we discover the true miracle of life, you see, which is not a life of strategy or techniques and projection or cleverness, but the natural life, natural being, you see, full of joy and humor also, openness, compassion, loving kindness, wisdom. All this are the fragrance of the pure being. But you don't worry about all of this now. When a child is born, you don't send it to go shopping. You don't tell him about life insurance. You don't do these things. He just wants to sit there and just let it be there. So it's growing in silence, maturing in emptiness. You are going to be like this. Move like that. Do whatever life brings you. Move like that. Yeah, this is the enviable life. You know, only ignorant people will feel sorry for you. They'll tell you, what's wrong? You're not the same person anymore. Why you look like this? Why you spend time on your own? And they will molest you, you see, for a while. But I'm very happy.
I can see my mind also is reacting harder when I feel I go deeper.
Oh yeah, he's going to be there. He's going to fight every moment. He says, listen, I've been landlord in this house for a long time. You're not going to get rid of me that easy. Every awakened being has had to go through, like Christ, their 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, we've reduced the time now. We don't have the patience. Okay? But you'll go through a season or so where you have to be tested. What you think you know has to be tested. And you'll feel, oh, doubts will come and loneliness will come, and they will come like this. But there's no need for them to defeat you. You'll use them to build your own spiritual muscle out of them. But don't forecast. Just be in the moment. In the moment, empires will rise out of this moment. You don't know this thing. We are only so much schooled in the human conditioning. But you don't worry about all of that. One step at a time.
Just wanted to say thank you of your team that they were working so hard today, and it's a gift to listen to you through internet. And I know many people right now listening, and just wanted to say thank you for everyone that they were working so hard today, and
they are great.
And thank you. Of you
we say you must also now make it easy to share with others what you are discovering yourself, what you have found yourself. Yeah, you had your turn. You've sat down. You've been at the front. Now you can be in the back. You can let them go in. You serve them. Yeah? No hierarchy. Just we.
I'm wondering if it's possible to be sometime in Monte Sahaja and serve something that is needed, if it's possible.
Everything is possible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Danny. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay. Very good. I think we have come now enough for this part of today. Okay, you come then. But you've been putting your hand up, but I don't feel you really want to. Sometimes you do like this, and then after I look at you and... I want to. Yes? Yes, very much. Okay. Okay.
I just want to say thank you, but thank you is too short a word to express my gratitude.
Oh.
Because this past week has been just trust in existence for me.
Yes.
The last broadcast Satsang was on the 31st of August, and you announced that the 7th of September wouldn't be held. And my heart sank into my stomach because I had booked a flight, and I said, oh no. And then you announced that there would be the Fera Alternativa, and I said, okay, I'll go.
Yes, yes.
So I went there, just my suitcase, and I said, what are you doing? And I had no plans, so just to be there, for silent meditation, just to share bhajans and just to be there. And I was sort of like, I was picked up by grace from my home, where I came from, and I was so confident. I was used to be in personhood, I was very insecure. I didn't give a hoot. I was going, and that's it. It was just beautiful. And then I was someone approached me from Amia, from Sangha Bhajan here, Bhavan, and said that there might be a place where I could stay and hear. Everything unfolded. Then there was a place in the bus, and there was a place in the room, and I thought I'd be, sleeping on a cot on the floor somewhere. I get into this apartment, and it's a palace, and it was just, and everything's just been so beautiful. And being here, I've given up even the thought of wanting to be free because I know I am, and that's it. And it's not complicated. I mean, it's just everyday life here. Here in the Bhavana, you do what you have to do. You have to go. You don't question. You're just there. It's just to meet the moment. Yeah. And I never lived like that before, Yeah. Controller. I have to control. But now it feels so nice to travel lighthearted.
Yes, lighthearted.
Mm-hmm. Lighthearted, yes. Light-footed, light everything, lightheaded.
Yes.
Nothing's there.
Yes, yes.
The heart is there. That's there. And to live by intuitive, and to be like a child again.
Yes. Yes, you said it right.
Yeah, because I've been a grandmother now for 3.5 years, and I just love it to look through their eyes, to see life through their eyes, because it's so simple. Yeah. So it's magic, and that's why I like to get on my floors and play with them and just be a child again. And this, I thought it was only possible being with children, but now I've been with adults or nobody. Sorry. Yes. It's just beautiful. Yes. It's just beautiful, and I just want to express this love.
You have expressed it beautifully, because what we discover, how beautiful it is when you discover. It's like you become a child again. Mm-hmm. This very complex, complicated adult, is slowly floating by like an old cloud going down. And something is so fresh, so alive. That's why we say childlike. Not childish, but childlike, And fresh, spontaneous, intuitive, happy. This is our nature, Isn't it? We all became so serious. And there's a time for seriousness, you see, but not every day, not every moment, you see, like that. Something just be open. And when you're empty, you find the flavor of the moment. It enters into your life stream so beautifully, isn't it?
Mhm.
So,
And the few weeks before coming here, because I didn't even know I was going to be here, there's a lot of humor in grace and God, because I was going to a funeral and 2 weeks before coming here, and behind the truck it said, "Life is good." I said, "Okay, life is good." And then I get at the airport in Geneva coming here, and I bumped into a guy, and and on his T-shirt it says, "Life is simple." I said, "This is great." I'm going the right place. So I just want to say thank you. It's not enough.
Very good. Very great.
And thank you to all the Van and
Yes.
the Sahaja. It was just
Wonderful.
overwhelming. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So you want to come then? Okay, we'll do this and then. Hey, yeah.
Well, hello. My voice. In a way, you know that I want to talk, but at the same time, I don't want to speak. By chance, I got to know about you. And I met some friends that she already spoke earlier. A girl I met because she was reading your book. And I said, I have to be here. We're talking about it. I asked, and she said, you're going to do this today. And I said, only a miracle will bring me here. Because for the last 5 months, I work every Sunday. And today, by 12 o'clock, by miracle, I was able to come here. And I came from Lagos. I'm Portuguese Canadian. And I got here at 3 o'clock. And I got all through these roads. I came without a map, without any GPS, without nothing. I'm going to come here. And I was just asking, please wait for me. I'm coming, please. Guide me there. And it's very interesting. One of the reasons I'm here talking and trying to be strong is I want to be a better me. I want to be before I am.
Yes.
How do I reach there?
Yes.
Without always judging myself and not thinking that I'm good enough. And for many years since I've been born, I feel that I'm not good enough. And I'm tired of that. And I want to be myself.
Yes.
How do I get there?
Okay.
And be a better person.
Yeah. Don't be a better person.
No.
I hear you and I understand what you mean by this. No, being a better person is fine, but it's not the same as being your true self.
That's what I want.
So
My true self.
yes, and then because sometimes being a better person is linked to how people perceive you and all of this thing, but yourself is something quite beyond that, and it is easier than being a better person. You see? Because it is already here. Sometimes people have heard me say things like, you must be the cow that jumps over the moon and this type of thing. And people, oh my God, what is he talking about? No? And so what I mean by that is that we believe that you must grow through our conditioning and become a better person and technique and practice and grow and so on. And this has its place. But that is not what I am pointing to here. I say that all those stages, they're still illusory. They're not true. Your true self is the only true thing that's here. It's the only true thing. Nobody can do anything for it. Nobody can perfect it or help it. It is the ever pure. It is your God self. It's not somewhere else in another dimension waiting for you. It's right here in the core of your being. And that is the joy that I have first to let you know that. Then you may say, but how can I reach it, you see? And this voice, I want to say to everybody about it, the voice which we so trust in ourselves, that say, yes, I really want to come home to myself. It's universal. It's a universal voice. I want to come back to myself. And it is part of the play, the great play of life, that consciousness will adopt a human garment and say, and go through this life of seeking and finding and believing and disbelieving and going all these things. Only one day to come back to recognize, like the bird in the story I told you. Yeah, I was fine from the beginning, okay, but I wanted that fish. Yeah, and that fish, has caused everything to be pursuing me. Then I was so tired. After I was so tired, you have to drop this fish. And what is this fish? What is this fish? This fish is I, me. That is the fish. We're thinking the fish is something else. But this is the fish you must drop. Now, it creates a bit of confusion for people because they say, what do you mean? How can I drop myself? I said, no, you can go beyond your present idea of who you think you are. It is that idea that is so strongly believed, and you say, I really must come home. I want to come home to myself. All the while, I'm sitting here knowing you are yourself. But somewhere, you're not yet aware of it. My role is to help you to become aware of it. And it's a quick and direct way of knowing, rather than going through so many practice and gymnastics and all this type of stuff. And then, you see, you can go this way, and sometimes, but you have to do that with your mind, because your mind loves the journey. It will avoid the destination, but it loves the journey. But there are some people who are not so much into journeys, they just want to get to the point. So this is what, and the journey ends in you, in your heart. That's where all true journeys end, right in you, not someplace else. Now you may say, yes, can I hear that? And I have a sense of what you mean, but it's not my experience yet. Okay. When I said earlier, leave aside, all these ideas you have about who you are. If you can, even just for a short time, you can do it. Even just for a short time. I gave one time, we were talking here, and I said, just imagine that you went and you came, someone like yourself come and say, I've come here for the truth. I come here for the truth. I want to find out. And we said, okay, you come here now. We have a very special machine. You have to go through just a couple of tests, that's all, to find the truth, to experience the truth. The first one, you have to remove everything that is not natural to you. Okay? So everything that is not natural, not original to you, we are going to take. Start with your physical sense of self. So you get on this scale. This is a scale. You get here. And then everything that is not original to this body will take. So all your makeup will take off. That's not original. It's not you. Take off all your makeup, your mascara, your eyelashes, and everything. Even your fillings. That's not original. We take those out. We put them back later. But right now, we want to take an absolutely accurate measure of your physical being, the weight now. So everything you must remove. And if you have operations, you have some bolt in your joint, we're going to take them out for a moment. We just trust. So then we take all these things, everything that is unnatural for you, that came after, we take everything out. And then take the measure and, okay, foot. Thank you so much. Put these things back. Okay? This thing. Next point was what? Every thought you have is not original to you. Every thought you've had, so all your memories, it was not original. In the original place, these were not with you. So we're just going to have to subtract all of this. We have a special machine for this. We just put it here, and everything is gone. All your thoughts about who you are. Be with me with this for a moment. All your thoughts about and your opinions, they're not original to you. So we're just going to remove them for the moment to take a clear measure of yourself. So all your thoughts, all memories, all projections, all desires, all judgments, it's gone. Okay? All your belief systems, everything is out. Okay? All your notions about being a woman or being a man or being a doctor or being, a university graduate, all of this came after you. We're going back to your original being now. Okay? So all this is gone. Be with me. All this is gone. What is left now is your naked being. Just your naked being. Any philosophy, ideologies, all this, we're taking out. We'll give it back to you later. Okay? We're going to give it back to you later, don't worry. But right now, everything must go. So we come back to what is original. Okay? So nothing. All your stories, what you did when you were 16, nothing. Now you have no age. It's gone. Okay? No past. This past, it's gone. Your stories about the future, it's gone. Nothing at all. Okay? Are you still not here? Yes. Do you have any problem at all? Is there a more you that you have to be?
Just myself.
Yes.
And it's enough.
Just yourself, and it's enough. Okay? You can try. It's simple like that. You are doing it with your own power. I leave everything, all these ideas about myself and who I was and what I used to do and what I want to do and all the things, all this, we take it away from you. And now you examine. Now, empty, 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 empty beyond even the concept of empty. Something is here that cannot be emptied out. It's here. This is the only thing that cannot be altered in you. No. Do you have a problem? No, you don't have a problem. You're so light you can speak now. No.
I feel so light.
So light.
Like a bird. I feel like a feather.
Yes. Lighter even than a feather.
Yes. That is so weird.
Yes.
It's so good.
Is that it? Huh?
I feel that your grace has touched me.
Yes.
I feel that. I feel like I'm floating.
Yes. This is your natural state. This is your natural. Where did it come from? Did I bring it from someplace? Where did it come from? Nowhere. It was always here. It is always here. It is always here. Superimposed by lots of ideas and things you were told you had to do and you had to be. So out of the way, all this stuff. And what is you? Right here. Anything missing of any value? No.
No.
No. You see?
So.
Okay, experiment finished. You want all your stuff back?
No.
No.
No. So I can trust myself and believe in my inner voice. Because that is me.
Yes. You don't have to do anything. You are your inner voice. You and your inner voice are one. You're not two. Yes. That you have to trust in your inner voice. Inner voice and you, same thing.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay?
Happy, happy, joy, joy. Thank you. Oh my God. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you.
So great.
Thank you so much.
So great.
Thank you for your help. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So good. And you see, we speak like this now because so often your mind is been so much saturated with practices and complex thinking and philosophies and you have to do all these. Some people tell you cannot do this in one lifetime, you have to do another 10, 15 lifetimes, you have to go and live naked in Himalaya, you have to do all these things. So again, we find something very simple. Why? Because most of these are thought constructs. We have a lot of things you believe, and the belief in them, the things by themselves, the thoughts by themselves, not a problem. But the belief in them and the identity with them is going to create this burden. And going through life, dragging these burdens of ideas which are of no value, they are not in service to the truth of yourself. And you're asked, leave them here. Leave them here for a moment and walk and see if you are missing anything, you see, like that. This is the beginning. It is also the middle and the end of it, in fact. But your mind will be trying ways, she's still green. We have a chance. We're going to try and slip in and to try and bring some distortion in. And like this, we begin to entertain a little bit. A little mood comes, and the mind starts to rise up like a doubt, and you start to doubt and so on. And little bit by little bit, you come back to the old way of thinking, the old regime of thinking, you see, like that. But I wanted you to experience this, to see how sublimely simple it is, and how simple you are, and how easy it is to be again in your natural state. Light, open, free, peaceful, happy, you see? And is it some kind of psychological trick or something like that? No, it is not a psychological trick. This is why beings have come into this world also, from amongst our own peoples, you see, to demonstrate, because it's not enough to hear these things. We need examples. This is why I say, blessed is the one whose life is the evidence of truth, because they come to show that there's a life that is possible, that one can be. We're not trying to be peaceful. It's not not meditating I'm not meditating every day. Now I must put on my peace hat. I must sit and be peaceful before I go out. No, it is totally natural for you. Natural for you. But conditioning, habit, they will come, they play their part. And it's okay, don't be afraid of them. Look in this way that they have just come to help you to be even more clear and to sharpen your Dharma eye, to make you very pointed and clear, like that. Don't be afraid of anything. You don't have any natural enemy in the universe. It's only a question of misuse of the mind that creates all this duality, all this trouble. And as you now, I did not want to speak to you about anything theoretical, so that you are here to be in the direct experience of what you are. You see, inseparable experience. You see? And that this joy does not wear out. There's a joy that does not wear out. Everything else fade out. Everything else is only for a season or two, a moment or two. But that which is natural is effortless, and it is eternal in you. This alone, I feel, is worth discovering, because everything else is momentary, is bound by time. But I want you to come to the recognition of what is timeless within, what is timeless in you. And that is going to be your highest joy, actually. To recognize that you are not in this life as a victim or as a captive, but to bear witness to the glory of God. Your life is for this, you see. So I am happy to have a little time that we can sit together like this in such an intimate way to discuss what for me is the greatest subject in the human kingdom. And not just to discuss it intellectually, not to discuss it only mentally or theoretically, but to actually come to the recognition, you see, to see, wait, but it is me, it is what I am. Not just believe even, but it's your experience, not just belief, but experience now. So, okay, we're going to thank you. I think someone is going to play a bit of music. Who is coming? Somebody? Maybe you hold this, somebody hold a foot of it, yeah.
There's no prophet to come, my dear. He's already here. No distance to travel from here. Nearer than near. Christ light you are. Krishna consciousness, Shiva being you are, my dear, you are. Amen. Om Namah Shivaya. Krishna, Amen. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Krishna. There's no prophet to come, my dear. He's already here. No name, no form to carry. A timeless being. A Christ light you are, Krishna consciousness, Shiva being, you are, my dear, you are. Amen. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Krishna. Amen. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Krishna. Christ light, you are, Krishna consciousness, Shiva being, you are, my dear, you are.
Namah Shivaya.